welcome back to another episode of That Don't Sound Right, a podcast about talking. We're your co-host. I'm Peter Billman.
I'm Cecil Davis.
We're just trying to have a conversation like we did before the internet without fact-checking each other online or using Google. And sometimes you bring in an expert. And tonight we're welcoming listener number one, Scott. Welcome to the show.
Great to be here. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for coming 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row. That's some commitment there.
That's commitment.
Hey, so we are here to continue the conversation because you know what we're doing. You know what we're doing tonight, right now.
Episode number 1 of our 5th year.
We are starting our 5th year of this podcast.
Remarkable.
We've broken a lot of averages.
Yeah, as far as like longevity.
Yep.
Number of episodes.
Right. How much money we've lost.
How much money we've lost. Lowest number of listeners for the longest running podcast.
Right.
Yeah. Things like that.
It's funny. I was watching a YouTube video on how to make our YouTube video better. YouTuber was saying, "Yeah, you can hire me. I can be a consultant. I can help you, increase your viewership, and as a result of increasing your viewership, you're going to get more money because of advertising."
Oh, yeah.
And he said that he helped a guy who was only doing $10,000 to $20,000 a month.
Poor guy.
$10,000 to $20,000 a month
On YouTube.
on YouTube. Got him into the mid 500s. 500,000 per month. So I'd be pretty pleased with $10,000 to $20,000 a year.
Who needs the hassles of all
that money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But here we are. This is our going into our 5th year. I thought we have a little reflection because you've listened to every episode.
Every episode. I'm very honored to be here to start 5th year.
Also, if you want to, we do have T-shirts now that say "I've listened to every episode."
Right.
That says "Listen to every episode, but no smarter." I think's the thing on the back.
That's right.
Listen to them all, no smarter.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you might get the shirt by season 6.
That's right. And you'll have to take out a
supply
small
chain issues.
Supply chain.
Yes.
That's right. Something to do with ink.
If you want to be our new supplier of T-shirts, write us at tdsrpodcast@gmail.com.
Exactly. So let's talk about some of our favorite episodes, and maybe this will spur on some new episodes. Because one of the things I find when I'm talking with folks about the episode, someone will say something kind of off as a tangent, and I'll think to myself,
Nugget there.
"Self, that's an episode." Like we were talking last week about purple honey, and what was the other one? Fake honey.
How to identify fake honey.
How to identify fake honey.
Yeah. And really, in our friendship, we've had to be careful as we become friends not to turn every single thing into a podcast.
Is that right?
Well, I'm just saying you
I feel
cannot
like
be.
we have.
Well, that's right. I'm just saying there's also times where we have taken the time to have just a normal conversation.
Do you ever have to say to one another, Cecil, no, it's not a podcast.
It's not a podcast.
This doesn't make the podcast. I need to chat with you about this.
It kind of happens naturally, but we'll take time to just talk as instead of
but usually when we're ending the conversation, you say, "I know it don't sound right, but it's time to hang up."
We've heard preachers in church tell stories on their kids, and we know of kids who have said, "Dad, do not use this as a sermon."
Right.
So I feel it's kind of like that.
Yeah. You have to, because you can always be thinking about the podcast or thinking about the next, especially when you're talking with people.
Right.
And then especially if you're talking to each other, like if the three of us are talking, we're all, a lot of times we're talking about the podcast.
Well, we were having lunch one time. I don't know if you remember this. We were having lunch one time, and we were just talking about the podcast.
When a train comes by.
That's right. And you said, "Man, I wish we just do this all the time."
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Just sit around and talk about this.
Yeah.
But then I think part of the thing about our podcast is we get the material, we get the topics from talking to other people.
Yeah.
Like if it was just you and I talking, we run out of material real quick. Although I'm still stunned. I'm still stunned we've gone for 4 years.
Really?
Yes, 298 episodes, unique episodes of topics that don't sound right.
My favorite thing about the podcast is I now talk to people I didn't talk to before. Like it gives people an entree.
Yeah.
into coming up and saying, "Hey, I really think that was a crazy thing you said." And then I get to know the person.
Yeah.
They'll, they can come up and say, "You are really off the mark," and I was, "Oh, great! It's nice to meet you."
Yeah. Where were we off the mark? What were some of your favorite episodes this past year where we are? Doesn't matter if we were off the mark or not.
I think my favorite pair of episodes were the two you did on emus.
On emus.
That was a lot of fun. I learned some things about emus that I got to go out on the field and verify.
Oh, you did, yeah.
You remember the fact that they have round corners because they'll get stuck in the corner.
Yeah. So this is episode 194 and 196.
Yeah.
194 was Beware the Emu, and then 196 was Emu 2.
Yeah.
Well, the reason we had 2 episodes about the emus so quickly, is we got a ton of feedback.
Yeah.
We got a ton of feedback.
Right. That emu thing hit a nerve.
Yeah. I was talking to acquaintance of mine who knows a lot about birds.
Okay.
And this is right after the emu subject came up. And I said, "Hey, what do you know about emus?" And she said, "I don't know a lot about emus, but they're big jerks." She didn't use the word jerk.
She didn't use the word jerk.
She used a 2-syllable word, a piece of anatomy there. But she had a very low estimation of emus.
Really?
Yeah, because I think they're just mean.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing to have in the pen to guard.
Yes. Yeah.
I like those episodes because of the great emu battle of 1894.
1832.
1832.
No, 1932.
That was
in Western Australia.
In Western Australia. Yeah. That was fascinating. There's a whole podcast about that battle, by the way.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
I think I came across that.
Yeah, I want to say Brent's son, the international brand ambassador's son, sent that to me. That podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So go back and look that up. There's a whole podcast just on the battle.
So what about you, Cecil? What would be coming down your list? What would you say?
Episode 181, New Yorker versus Shark.
Yeah, that was on my list too.
Was
really?
It?
That was on my. I went ahead and did the top 3 for myself.
Okay.
And
why was that on your list?
That was on my list.
It makes sense that was on your list because we have a lot of things in common.
Refresh our memory.
Yeah, this is the one where there is a statistic that you're more likely to get bitten in New York City than by a shark in the ocean.
Yes.
And so really. So I mean, there's some.
There needs to be some asterisks on that.
Like, why are we taking the statistic on biting people? Why are people still biting people in New York City? Why is this still going? Now, this did not shock you.
Oh no, I've completely
you were
it.
total. This was almost not an episode because this did sound right.
Because I've been bitten.
Yes,
in my adult life, I've been bitten by another adult.
You have been bitten. So, have you ever been bitten by an adult?
Not an adult. I've been bitten by a child.
Yeah.
And an animal, but not
an emu.
No.
Okay.
Never got close enough.
Well, on the heels of that is right on the heels of that, someone I want to say it was in New York, just because we're talking about New York.
Yeah.
Someone got fired for biting someone in the office. Bit several people.
Right.
But now, again, this was on the internet.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. So this person bit several people in the office.
Several?
Several.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah. And then was, of course, let go.
Were they drinking Jambu?
I'm just telling you. And then on the heels of that, another person I follow on Instagram published her biting list.
Her what?
Her list of people that she would bite.
Her biting list?
Yeah, and so she had these categories of people, like people that it was like people that don't like dogs. She would bite. She felt like they should be.
Right.
They should be bit
on the list.
Yeah. So you'd be on the list. So
why is that even a category? Biting.
Well, why was it one of your favorite episodes?
It was just so bizarre. It was just such a bizarre statistic.
Yeah.
True statistic. And it was a bizarre statistic, and the fact that I don't associate biting with adults.
Right.
And the fact that I associate with toddlers, I associate with dogs, cats, sharks, but not adult on adult biting.
Right.
And the fact that it's had happened in such a high number,
so
it just makes me go, huh?
People being arrested or attacked are going to be prone to bite. I think the first category is if possibly you don't have all your senses about you at the time and you're getting arrested, and you're resisting, that's a good way to resist. Or if you're being attacked.
Right.
Other than that, it seemed a little surprising.
Yeah. I mean, the attack thing or the police biting while you're trying to resist. Okay, that probably goes on.
This was in the office. This one article. Someone just
Yeah,
came up and,
here's the other thing. If you're in an altercation,
Right.
if you're in a fight,
Right.
and you bite somebody, I feel like that would not be reported.
You're
Why?
right.
That would not be
I
reported.
think human bites have to be reported.
No.
Yes.
Like gunshots?
Well, like a dog bite. Like you have to report dog bites. Or you're supposed to, yeah.
That don't sound right.
Yeah. Like if you go into the pediatrician and your kid's got a dog bite, they're supposed to report that. This is going
This
down
is an
again.
episode that just keeps on
I know.
getting. It keeps
Yeah,
getting, yeah.
Well, that's the reason I like
Yeah.
Shark versus New Yorker, because it's got a grabby title. It's hard to believe. They were on the opposite sides of it. Yeah, it's got all the hallmarks of a good episode.
What else you got?
My second one was Mind Over Matter, where we were talking about weight loss tricks.
Yeah.
And I don't remember
not
that.
literal weight loss.
No, not
tricks.
literal weight
It's
loss
fooling
tricks.
the scale.
Yeah, fooling the scale.
I thought to myself while listening to that, that don't sound right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Nobody believes
the
that.
merchandise tester posited that in high school for high school wrestling, that if you stood on your head and then jumped up real quick and got on the scale, you could cheat the scale by half a pound to a pound. But anyways, all those tricks, I don't even remember the full episode, but I do remember that piece of the episode just being fascinating about all the different tricks that you could potentially use to cheat the scale.
Yeah, one of our listeners, Brad, he really was not really trusting our math when it comes to. He said that he didn't want to be on a rocket ship with us that we designed if we were.
We could land a rocket ship though.
I think we could.
Oh, absolutely.
I think we could launch it too.
So another one, I'm just thinking of it. I bet it was in the last year that I heard this reference today on another podcast. Was
what
it was that 50% of men think that they could land a plane with the air traffic controllers talking them in.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And-
wait, just 50%?
Yeah.
I think that would have like escalated it.
Yeah.
So that was just
You give me an air
traffic
traffic
today or
control.
yesterday. I heard it being. I don't know what the podcast was, but it was an advertisement for a podcast, and that was one of the subjects they were dealing.
100. It was our episode.
Oh, yeah,
number.
you're
It was
first.
our episode 127.
Okay.
Of course, I can land a plane.
Of course, I land a plane.
Right.
What was another one of yours?
I really enjoyed number 165, chicken. This was your story of the school buses playing chicken.
See, I did not
That
enjoy that.
story came up this week.
Did it really? I
Yeah.
mean, I love that. I mean, what?
The reason that story came
I
up
love
this
the
week-
idea of high schoolers driving buses.
Well, the reason that
I
came
think
up this
that's a
week,
great idea. Did you drive? You drove the bus.
I drove a bus in high
up
school.
in Boone or Blowing
Yeah,
Rock?
Blowing Rock.
Yeah.
My brother and sister and dad all did it as students.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
yeah, my dad drove a bus when he was in high school.
I think riding the bus may have been more fun.
It
Oh
would have
yeah,
been different.
yeah, it was. So yeah, that was a great episode. It came up this week because I was talking to a mutual friend of ours who learned to drive a bus. She's got her CDL now to drive because they had a shortage of bus drivers in Winston-Salem for field trips.
I think I know this person.
I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know too.
So we were talking about that, and we were talking about high schoolers. That came up about the high schoolers driving buses, and I told the high schoolers playing chicken with the buses. I was just cheering them on, man. They were cheering them on. The bus is coming.
Yeah.
That
She
was-
needs to listen to episode
Yeah,
165.
that was a great episode.
You know, I never did anything like a chicken on a bus when I was driving, but I did have a couple of kids who tracked my 0 to 35 time on a particular stretch of road.
There we go.
This is a governed bus,
Right.
and it was a manual transmission.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
And
well,
so
there
was
there's
some
skill there.
variability in there.
There's some skill there.
Yeah. And they would write it on the back of the seat. And every time I would improve it, they would mark it out and write the unit.
Nice.
It's
What's
like-
your bus number?
11.
Bus
I had a couple
What was
ones.
your best time? You
I don't remember.
0 to 35. I bet you it was at least 15 seconds.
Yeah, it was at least probably.
Yeah, we should go back. So there's a shortage of bus drivers.
Still.
Yeah.
The solution would be would be going back to high school drivers.
You know what? It might even improve ridership.
Yeah.
Because it could, if you added a little adventure to the ride home.
I would do it if I could put the TDSR sticker on the bus.
Well, I distinctly remember this. Like when we would leave junior high, there's no way this would happen now. We would be at least 3 deep in the seat on the two seats.
Yeah.
And then there would be people from the back of the bus to the front bus standing.
Yeah, no, that's unacceptable.
And then as the bus went along, you'd get your own seat and you get to sit down. But if you got on the bus late, you were standing.
Yeah.
At least for the first 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh man.
The buses go by my neighborhood seem mostly empty.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not very full.
Well, the windows are tinted so dark these days.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to see if there's anybody on the buses.
Yeah.
But I suspect there aren't too many people on the buses.
Yeah. So that was what were your other ones?
So I mentioned 181 New Yorker versus Shark. My other one was number 186. It's another statistical one.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable, but it's the one about train robberies. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
There's I forgot the number. It's like 50,000 that happened just last year, and that was up.
Yeah. No, and that's come up several times because people don't believe that statistic.
Yeah.
But it's a true statistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It still happens today, train robberies. There's barely any trains in the United States, but they're getting robbed.
Yeah, I think they're the long trains like you were talking about out west.
Yeah.
And so they stop them and then they just
Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Oh, did they?
Yeah. They created a train stoppage.
Okay.
And then they had it all calculated. They pulled something off.
Pulled out their methanol or whatever.
There's some chemical.
Yeah. And in addition on the whole train thing is that we also had the episode. This was years ago where we talked about stealing a train.
Oh yeah.
But this year, 2 teenagers stole a train.
I read that
in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And managed to get it out of the yard, out of the railway yard, and then tried to get it back into the railway yard, not realizing about switches and things, and did a lot of damage.
Yeah, and it was bad.
Yeah, they did a lot of damage.
I think aside from the damage, they were charged with several things.
Stealing a train turns out to be a grand theft.
Yeah.
It's a felony.
Even if you don't leave the state, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stealing a
I
train.
thought grand theft auto is only when you leave the state.
Well, it's considered grand theft, and it's
grand theft
or at least it was a felony level.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, that was helpful for us to know. It was not be a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
So just a couple weeks ago, we did the episode called "Introducing North Carolina Men."
Yes.
Yeah.
And we could have been North Carolina men.
If we had stolen a train.
If we had gotten to take the train and gotten caught.
And we do not condone stealing trains.
No, not at all.
This is merely a theoretical exercise, any more than we condone trying to land a plane.
Or launch a rocket.
Or launch a rocket, yeah.
However, one of my other favorite episodes.
Yeah.
Hair.
What's the name of it?
Hair Don't Care.
Hair Don't Care.
Episode 204.
I was ready to invest.
In my synthetic hair products.
Exactly.
Or my synthetic hair as a material.
Yeah. Like I was thinking hair shingles, hair everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I saw you. I said, I'm in. Whatever you do, I'm in.
Right.
And I told my wife, and she was
"We're
saying,
out."
what? We're not in. So there's the skeptics in our house.
Well,
but,
okay.
Hair shingles is what you were most.
That's what got my imagination going. But
Yeah.
I think that's just a start.
Well, I was thinking about shingles yesterday, actually. That's a technology that has not evolved in a long time.
Well, think about what you could do. You could make very long shingles.
Oh, right.
And then you can eliminate a lot of intersections, which seems like it's going to eliminate
Leaks. Right.
Yeah.
One long shingle. Now, they could do that today, though.
They could.
In reality, they could do that today, and I don't know why.
There's other products.
Well, I know why they do it. They don't do it because it's difficult to package and put on a truck and then get up on the roof.
Whatever.
It's time to do that.
We could roll. We could figure
But
out
hair-
the best way to do it.
I mean, the thing, hair is very thin. And you put a couple layers of that together, you got a very good piece of material.
Yeah.
You just roll it out. You just roll it out on there and glue it to your roof.
Yeah. You could style it.
Good.
Curls at the end.
Yeah, cross it in. Yeah.
You get a blonde roof.
Right.
You get
Brunette roof.
redhead.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a great episode.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. We enjoy it. Did you have anything else on your list?
No, so mine was 165 chicken, 186 the train robberies, and 181 New York versus Shark.
I think I need to go back and listen to that one again.
Which one?
New York
New York
versus
versus New York.
New York.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I remember a little bit about it, but it seems like I'm missing some. I need a refresher. Maybe I'll go through and take a long road trip and
And listen
do
to them
like
all
your
again?
brother that did that?
No, my cousin David. Yeah, he's
Just one after the other.
he was probably into the mid-hundreds last time I talked to him. He
Was he still able to?
Yeah, he was still able to
Is
communicate.
he still employed?
He was still employed,
Okay.
still able to communicate.
Good. Provide for his family.
Provide for his family.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we don't recommend listening to them back to back like that. But if you wanted to, I think there's 48 hours of material now.
At least. And listen, we can do the math real quick. We got 69 hours.
That's a long road trip.
That's a long road trip.
That's
It's
right.
a long way from home.
Yeah, you could go to the West Coast and back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and be listening to us on TDSR the entire time.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right,
Good.
well, all right. So kicking off the 5th year, hopefully everything will go well. We wish you all well. Thank every listener that's listening, whether you know us or not.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching us on our new YouTube channel. If this is your first time, you have a lot of catching up to do.
69 hours worth.
And if you like that conversation or that video, hit that subscribe button. For our longtime listeners that have been here with us through thick and thin, through good episodes and not so good episodes, for long episodes, short episodes, for easy to listen to episodes, the hard to listen to episodes, leave that review for us or give us a rating so others can easily find us and join the conversation.
It really has been fun. Thank y'all. We do really thank you.
Yeah.
And it all started with Scott. Scott said, I'll listen. That's how you became listener number one.
If you do this, I'm your first listener. And
So
thus
here
has
you
been
are,
a
5 years
listener number
later.
one.
For some of you, I owe an apology.
To maybe everyone.
They're not there.
They're not there. They gave up a long time ago.
All right, so That Won't Sound Right is a production of TSR Podcast in conjunction with Camel City Studios. I am your co-host and sound engineer, Cecil. Peter's your other host and your web designer and your YouTube.
Producer.
Camille's your barista. Emily does your graphic design. Ella does your Instagram. Giorgio tests our merchandise. Brent is our international brand ambassador. And as always, listener number one is Scott.
Scott.
So until next week, keep talking.
And stay curious.